Sharon Wright, NBC5 News.
Tonight, there's another setback for Alexi Giannoulias' Senate bid. The Democratic candidate has been subpoenaed to testify at Rod Blagojevich's corruption trial. NBC5's Christian Farr has more now on what it means for the hotly contested Senate race.
Well, Dick, Giannoulias attended this year's Gay Pride Parade, but did not really answer any questions about the subpoena. In a statement, his campaign said he is not, quote, part of the circus, meaning the Blagojevich trial. And for now, it appears that the subpoena is more ammunition for Giannoulias' Republican rival, Mark Kirk. Illinois U.S. Senate candidate Alexi Giannoulias was working the crowd hard at this year's Gay Pride Parade.
Tell me about this parade.
It's an important parade. It's exciting, and there's a lot of energy and enthusiasm.
His campaign visit to the annual event comes on the same day he told Sun-Times columnist Lynn Sweet that he's been subpoenaed by Blagojevich's defense team to testify in the former governor's corruption trial.
So he knows I'll do Valerie Jarrett.
Yeah, so he's not going to resign yet.
During the proceedings last week, Giannoulias' name came up in secret recordings between Blagojevich and his former chief of staff, John Harris, about Giannoulias helping to set up a meeting to promote now senior White House advisor Valerie Jarrett to Obama's former Senate seat.
There was a meeting that was set up to talk about the Senate seat that Jarrett was at, and Tom Balanoff was at, and Giannoulias was at. Giannoulias told me that he didn't play much of a role in the meeting. He was just there.
In a written statement from the Giannoulias campaign, they said that Alexi is not really part of this circus. The former governor's defense team contacted Alexi's attorney as part of what can only be described as a wide-ranging defense strategy. The former governor's ill will towards Alexi is no secret and apparently continues, as does the circus. And in his own statement, Giannoulias' Republican rival, Mark Kirk, said today's new developments further emphasize the troubling pattern that has emerged concerning Alexi Giannoulias. This revelation raises additional questions about Alexi that he needs to answer. And in his statement, Kirk listed some of those questions he'd like to see asked, such as when did Alexi receive this subpoena, and why did his rival previously claim that the Blagojevich staff reached out to him and not the other way around? At this point, it seems to be up in the air when or if Giannoulias will ever testify in the former governor's trial. Dick?
Christian, thank you. Governor Pat Quinn has helped